Welcome. I'm Jean Schubert, Parks Naturalist Supervisor with JaxParks, and we're here today at the Nature Center at Tillie K. Fowler Regional Park with another edition of Nature Notes. It's our way of helping you learn about the wonders of nature. Now, last episode we talked about constricting snakes of Northeast Florida. Today we're going to go a little further and talk about the non-constricting snakes, which includes venomous snakes. And we're going to throw in a couple of snakes that are a long way from home. But first, let's review what makes a snake a snake. Snakes are reptiles with scaly skin, no eyelids, no ears, no legs. They shed their skin periodically, and they're found throughout Florida. As you may recall, constricting snakes wrap their body around what they're trying to turn into lunch. Non-constricting snakes just grab with their mouth and swallow down. And some non-constricting snakes have venom that they inject into their prey. Let's take a look at one of our local non-constricting snakes right now. First off, we have a rough green snake. He looks small, but he's a full-grown adult. They're called rough because there's a little raised line down the middle of every scale called a keel. And they have something going on for them that helps them in the wild. It's called countershading. They're darker on the top and lighter on the bottom. Squirrels and sharks and other animals have that countershading as well to hide from predators and from prey. When snakes get ready to shed, their eyes go cloudy. We call that being opaque. And then a few days after, they shed their skin. This is his from a few days ago. Well, let's take a look at another snake. We have a pair of eastern garter snakes here at the Nature Center. Like the rough green snake, they have keeled scales, but they come in a variety of patterns and colors. They get to be about 3 foot long on average and are found everywhere in Florida. Now, they may be prone to biting, but as a defense, they will spray out a musk, which is really smelly, but not near dangerous like the venom of a venomous snake. Let's talk about those next. The venomous snakes are non-constricting snakes that use venom injected into their prey using specialized fangs. In Florida, there are 6 species of venomous snakes. We have the coral snake with those famous colors of red, black, and yellow. We've got the diamondback rattler, which is the largest, the canebrake rattlesnake, the pygmy rattlesnake, which is the smallest, the copperhead, and the water moccasin. The copperhead's not in Northeast Florida, but keep an eye out for all the others when you're on the trail. You're not likely to see them, but it's always good to be aware. Now we're going to take a look at some of the exotic snakes that we have here in the Nature Center. Back in the 70s, snakes became popular as pets, many of them coming from other countries. Before you do that nowadays, you need to make sure that you're in compliance with the state and federal laws, as well as your local laws. This little guy, he came from Kenya. He's a sand boa. He's got special adaptations for his life in the sand. His upper lip folds over the lower lip so that when he burrows down in the sand, he won't get the sand in his mouth. And you'll notice his tail looks very much like his head. So while he's going down into the sand, any predator coming over might think that that's his head and they won't attack him. Beautiful little guy. Now, even though he's small, he is full grown. Aren't you? Yeah. So should we take a look at another exotic snake? Let me get one for you now. This guy is a long way from home as well. It's the royal python, more commonly known as the ball python, because of the habit of curling up into a tight ball when they feel threatened. He's actually from the West Africa area where the grasslands and the forests are, and he hunts at nighttime. And to help him do that, he has heat-sensing pits around his upper lip. They can get to be 6 foot long, but on average they top out at about 3.5 foot. Gorgeous, isn't he though? Look at that pattern. You can come to Tillie K. Fowler's Nature Center to visit Leo or the other captive snakes we featured today. And you can also go to JaxParks.com to find out more about our environmental education programs. And always tune in to JaxParks TV for more episodes of Nature Notes. In the meantime, I'll see you in the parks.